channel. My name is Jasmine Desiree. For those of you who are new here, please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are feeling the vibes. Okay, so today we are going to be doing episode 2 of Faith Talks, which is my new series because I really want to incorporate my faith into my content because that's something that's really important to me. So Faith Talks is basically a safe space to discuss different topics intertwined with faith without judgment, because we are all works in progress, myself included. So this episode, okay, the other thing about Faith Talks too is nothing is really scripted. Like, I'll come up with the topics, but I just kind of just speak from my heart. I really want to discuss today grace and love. I feel like it can be easy to extend grace and love to someone you love, maybe, or someone who is not getting on your nerves, or someone that you're just happy to. You want to and you love to do it. But I want to talk about extending grace and love to those who may have hurt us or betrayed us, or maybe we've lost respect for. Because one thing I'm learning in my faith walk is that there really isn't room for pettiness and being combative and fighting back and forth. I mean, we're human, we make mistakes, nobody's perfect. But the me 5 years ago, 2 years ago, like, be ready to clap back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely comment if you one of those people who you working on not always clapping back. And I feel like for me, I'm not confrontational. I'm not. I don't like to argue. However, if you're not holding yourself accountable, I will hold you accountable. That's just something that I do, and I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like it has to be coming from a godly place, is what I'm learning. Because I feel like the way I will hold people accountable is very direct, very to the point. Yeah, I will hurt some feelings for sure. I can take accountability for that. But I'm just working on really thinking before I speak, and just really trying to figure out, is it always necessary to clap back? Is it always necessary to hold somebody accountable? Because when you're dealing with adults should be holding themselves accountable. I shouldn't have to do it. Am I going to force the relationship? Am I going to force the friendship if you never hold yourself accountable? I feel like if you're surrounded by people that aren't holding themselves accountable, then you need to ask yourself, why are we still connected? Because then it's just like, it's draining, it turns toxic, it's a tit for tat, somebody always got to be right. Ever since I shared my testimony of being shot and surviving that back in May, it's crazy how something like that will happen to you, and then that's when you see everybody's true colors. Not before something like that, but after. And there has been so many people who maybe I thought we were close or closer than that, or thought that there was love there, or thought that there was some sort of mutual connection. There are so many people who have just fallen off, have not been consistent. They stop asking how you're doing, or they don't ask you how you're doing at all. And it's like, when you go through something as traumatic as that, when God is not involved in your life and you're not filled with the Holy Spirit, I feel like the first thing you want to do is be petty. You want to post subliminals. You want to just come at them, and just like I said, holding people accountable. And it's almost like forcing a connection, just a bunch of force. And I feel like with God, it's more of a flow. What I'm learning is challenging, right? But just hear me out, because it's challenging at first. It's challenging to not communicate or clap back the way you used to, but to still extend grace and love. You mean to tell me that I could have lost all respect for somebody? They could be being selfish, having an ungodly heart posture, being judgmental, being self-centered, being prideful, being egotistic. They could put themselves before others. They can not take care of their responsibilities, but I still have to love them anyway. I still have to show grace to them anyway. Excuse me? That right there is like, initially that was a challenge for me, and that's why I wanted to make this video for anybody that may be dealing with that challenge too. Like, you're not alone. The beautiful side to that, the flip side to that, is that when you really think about it, like, I'm understanding why we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to extend grace and love because it's the godly thing to do, right? But also, you're filled with this inner peace because you're not giving all of your energy to clapping back at people, to getting into it with people, to posting subliminals, whichever one of those that you do, or maybe some that I didn't list. When you're not putting your energy into that, you're filled with this inner peace. That's truly the definition of letting go and letting God. Some of these battles are not ours to fight. Sometimes we just have to let it go. Forgive, love, extend grace, and go on about your life. That right there, like, once I grasped that, it became a whole lot easier. Yeah, I lost respect for this person, but God got me, and I'm gonna love them anyway, and I'm gonna pray for them. That's the thing, praying for them instead of clapping back at them, praying for them. It's people that I'm praying for that probably don't even know that I'm praying for them. People who I've lost respect for, people who have done me dirty, all of that good stuff. Just praying for them. Because if I just hold on to finger pointing, then every day I'm going to be drained. Thinking about what they're doing and what they're not doing and all of this type of stuff. No, I have to let God handle some things. Let God handle some things. It's all going to work out. If you stay focused on God and you let Him guide your steps, I don't believe that it's our responsibility to fully understand everybody. And it's definitely not our responsibility to try to fully understand people that God does not want in our lives, that God is trying to remove out of our lives. We have to extend that grace and love. And I feel like that also helps us to let go so we can focus on the people that God are bringing into our lives. If you feel like you're in an isolation season, you're not alone. And it's temporary. You just have to keep the faith and look at the cup half full. We're human. If you crying at first, that's okay, but let it go, because God doesn't want them in your life for a reason. But you have to let it go graciously. Don't be on nobody's social media, seeing what they doing, seeing what they posting, just so you can clap back. And then also that just makes you get more worked up. If I'm mad at Bob over here because he said that he was going to do something and he didn't follow through. He said he was going to buy me coffee, right? And he didn't follow through. Instead of going to Bob's social media and seeing that he brought somebody else coffee, or seeing that he brought himself coffee, and then commenting or posting a subliminal like, this is why I can't stand why people like say they gonna do something, they not gonna do it. You buying coffee for everybody else, but you didn't buy coffee for me, bro. Like, it's a wrap. Like, all of that type of stuff. No, you shouldn't even be on their social media seeing that. If you so happen to see it pop up on your timeline, keep it pushing. Pray for them. Extend that grace and love. I'm telling you, it's a challenge at first, but when you realize how much peace that brings, and it doesn't disrupt your mind and your spirit, and you know that you're doing the godly thing by loving them and praying for them, that's all you can do. And it just feels so refreshing. It feels like such a relief, because it's not your responsibility to change people, to fix people. Y'all, my bad. The sound had messed up again, and the devil is a liar. we're still going to push this content out, okay? Because it's only for a few seconds. But in this few second clip, I was just saying that it's not your responsibility to get people to do what you want them to do, and how your responsibility is yourself. Your responsibility is yourself. Right here, I'm saying stay focused on your faith and let God guide your steps, because that's all you can do. You can't fix people or try to change people. But you can pray for people. And I just wanted to share that because I feel like that's what I'm feeling. It feels like such a relief. It feels like such a weight lifted off my shoulders, not having to harbor these feelings of resentment or holding grudges, but really being able to let it go and just extend love. Let me just say this. That doesn't mean force. Like I said, our God is a God of flow, not force. Extending love doesn't mean you're forcing the connection to be what it once was. But extending love is recognizing that connection is not what it once was, and instead of being petty, letting it go, praying for them, and loving them anyway. That's it. So that's my faith talk for today. Let me know if you think of any other topics. Comment down below. If they resonate with me, if I feel like I have something that I can add to that, I would definitely make an episode about that topic. But yeah, y'all, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're going through a season like this where you're being tested and you have to extend that grace and love, or have you had a season like this before? Definitely share in the comments if you don't mind. Whatever you feel comfortable sharing, but you know, I'm building a community here, and I really want us to be able to come together and talk. So yeah, y'all, that is it for episode 2 of Faith Talks. Again, please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.